The first day of our trip was a 380-mile ride from Detroit, Michigan to Charleston, West Virginia. The forecast called for some cool weather in the morning and warm, sunny weather in the afternoon. Alright, so it's about 9:20. It's our first morning. I've got about a 20-minute ride south of Detroit to meet Adam and Adam. We're going to grab some breakfast there and then get headed down to Charleston, West Virginia. I think it's going to be about a 7-hour ride. It'll be boring for the first half and then gets a little bit twisty towards the later half. So, should be a good ride. You gotta love rush hour traffic in Detroit. Oh, weird. It's like a drive-through for the Starbucks. After I got to the Starbucks, I ordered some coffee and breakfast and waited for the other guys to arrive.
Mine doesn't sound as good as that.
Yeah, but you have this thing. Our ride started off well, but then it started raining, and it kept raining.
Fun. So much fun. I'm having a blast. I'm having a fucking blast right now.
We decided to make a quick stop to check the weather, put on our rain gear, and have a quick snack. We rode in the rain for a few more hours before getting on the other side of the storm. That gave us a brief window of opportunity to change out of our rain layers and look at a vibration issue that Adam was having with his front wheel. Alright, so we just got Adam's tire change. He was having a balance issue. Got it taken care of here at this motorcycle store. Had some, I don't know if it's lunch or dinner, over at the Bob Evans over there. And getting some gas, and we're trying to outrun this storm that's coming our way. We're headed where the sky is blue. We just got to beat the storm. Fortunately, we were able to stay ahead of the storm for the rest of the ride to Charleston and enjoy some really amazing scenery along the way. After we got to the hotel, we unloaded our gear and then walked down to an amazing Mexican restaurant for some dinner. Day 2 was nearly 300 miles of tight, twisty mountain riding, taking us from Charleston, West Virginia to Elkins, West Virginia.
She's waiting for me to put my lips to that coffee.
Adam was having an issue with his idle adjuster screw backing out, so after a quick breakfast, I ran over to the auto parts store to get some Loctite. We got the bikes packed up. Adam put Loctite on his idle adjuster, and we hit the road. Yeah, that all looks like coal. We were riding along, we saw these waterfalls, thought we'd stop and take a look. It didn't take long until we were riding on incredible roads surrounded by amazing scenery. After a quick stop in a small town for some lunch, we were anxious to get back out on the road. I'm slowing down right here. Oh my gosh! Wow! The twisty roads made it hard to take in the scenery, so fortunately we found a scenic overlook. Fun was cut short when one of the guys went down after coming out of a corner. After making sure he was alright, we got the bike up and gave it a quick once over to take a look at the damage. Fortunately, other than a scraped engine cover and a cracked windshield, the bike hadn't really taken any mechanical damage. After confirming that the bike was safe to ride, we continued on to Seneca Rocks. After checking out the rocks, we started the last leg of our trip to get to the hotel before dark. You guys want to pass this car? It's a pretty cool view from here. After dinner at a nearby Japanese restaurant, we called it a night. Day 3 was another 300-mile day of technical riding, taking us from Elkins, West Virginia to Mansfield, Ohio. We woke up to a heavy fog and hoped it would lift by the time we were ready to start riding. Another hotel breakfast, some more bike maintenance,
694-mile trip love of red Loctite on the idle adjuster that keeps backing out. It's great.
and Adam gave us a tour of the damage.
Don't forget the broken visor.
Well, how'd the visor get broken?
Oh, I don't know.
A little gravel popped out of nowhere
Jumped out and bit you?
while I was peeking at the scenery.
Getting ready to leave our hotel at Elkins. Fog's clearing up. You can see the mountains. Oh, there's it's lumber. Cool. Oh, Kingsford. Charcoal. came across a gas station with a bunch of old farm equipment, so we decided to stop and take a look. After a nice break, we were back on the road. One of the highlights of the trip was coming across the biggest group of Honda Groms I've ever seen.
Nice. That's awesome. That's so many Groms. Oh, that's awesome.
We passed through a bunch of small towns like this, which seemed to be built around mining coal and lumber. After a long day riding, we were happy to arrive at the hotel to call it a night. Our last day was an uneventful 180-mile ride from Mansfield, Ohio, back to Detroit, Michigan. So we had our last hotel breakfast, and then got the bikes ready to go. While I was taking off my motorcycle cover, Adam was getting chased by a bee. The ride back to Michigan through northern Ohio is straight, flat, and boring. We hit some heavy fog as we came back into Michigan, but things had cleared up by the time we made it to Detroit. Then we said our goodbyes and split off and headed home.